As our special coverage continues, we are joined by a guest we're going to hear from for the first time. Jonathan Greenblatt runs the Anti-Defamation League. We should note the New York Times has reported on some of the anti-Semitism at issue here. I think we have this. We'll take a look here. Ms. Greene circulating and endorsing a seemingly endless array of, quote, hate speech and conspiracy theories rooted in, among other things, quote, Islamophobia and anti-Semitism. You've been patiently waiting, and I only have about 2.5 minutes here because we were following the breaking news. But walk us through that piece of her history.
Look, it shouldn't surprise us that anti-Semitism, a raw hatred of the Jewish people, is at the core of these conspiratorial ideas. And from her claim that Charlottesville was an inside job to further the agenda of the elites, to the preposterous idea that there were Jewish space lasers causing forest fires in California, to the recently unearthed video where she talked about an unholy alliance between capitalists and Zionist supremacists. I mean, Ari, she literally is breaking new ground in anti-Semitism, stringing together so many crazy ideas, it's hard to keep track. But the one thing we know is the place she doesn't belong is on a committee with any influence in the U.S. Congress, or I dare say any government body. QAnon is a danger, and the people who adhere to these lunatic ideas don't belong in policymaking roles where, again, people's lives are at stake.
QAnon is relatively new, and it works off the internet. But a lot of the underlying hatred is old, including the conspiracies and hateful attacks and lies that suggest that Jews control the world in some way. And we've seen that obviously linked in the past to political violence. Your view on the link between that old set of tropes and their new delivery system?
It's a great question. Anti-Semitism is often called the oldest hatred, but it's found new currency because of social media and the internet. So we watched QAnon kind of come to life on 4chan in 2017. And indeed, it puts a wrapper around some of the oldest anti-Semitic ideas that are out there, that Jews control the media, Hollywood, Wall Street, government, you name it. And indeed, it blows up and has real-world consequences. The people who rampaged through the Capitol on January the 6th were wearing Camp Auschwitz sweatshirts. And we've seen again and again a rise of anti-Semitism in the last few years, Ari, fueled by these conspiratorial, crazy claims. I mean, words have consequences, whether you are saying them in the well of the House of Representatives or saying them on Facebook. And we've got to recognize that link and push people out of the public conversation who would spew such venom and hatred.